Alright guys, by now you know who I am. I won't even say it. On the Water Anarchy 2008. I am here with Gunther Seschlag, the chairman of the European Melgus Class Association, and I want to ask him a few questions about what's going on with the Melgus 24 in Europe. So Gunther, thank you for talking to me today. You spent all day with us on the water and you got to see what it's like racing Key West. What are the differences between what you saw today, you know, a 46 boat Melgus fleet, versus what's going on in Europe, and France especially, but in Europe in general?
In general, I think it's not a big difference between racing here and in Europe. Perhaps it's a little closer in our fleets, because it's, I think, as we come from different countries in Europe, there's more competition. I think there's on the top, there's more level on the top, less in the mid, but the same in the end. So I think racing can be a little closer in Europe.
Do you race, I mean, I assume you have your own Melgus?
I have my own Melgus, yeah. My third one already.
Your third one. What hull number is that?
It's 640.
And that was built in Italy?
It's built in Poland by Devoti Sailing.
By Devoti.
And it's distributed by an Italian trader, yeah.
Okay. And what was your best result at a World Championship?
My best result in the World Championship was around 64 in the Maastricht Worlds, and I think the same place in the Travemünde Worlds 2002. So always in a silver fleet.
And what else do you race? What kind of other sailboats do you race, or what did you come out of? What other kind of class?
I raced laser when I was a little younger and more athletic. Then I changed to the starboard class, where I saw some success. And then we changed to the Melgus, because then my wife can sail with me, which is an important matter.
Well, sailing with my wife on the bow on a Melgus, I understand that. Is that what your wife does up in front?
It's front, but number one.
Yeah, the wet spot.
The wet spot.
Good name for a boat. Can you tell us, I know in the U.S. the Melgus 24 class is very strong. Not so strong on the U.S. West Coast, although it's fairly strong in San Francisco and the Seattle area. But on the East Coast it's been growing really by leaps and bounds, and in the Midwest as well. Florida is very strong. Charleston, where I'm from, keeps growing. We're up to about 10 boats on the harbor right now. Overall, you know, Melgus Boatworks is selling a lot of boats. Can you tell us what the health is of the fleet in Europe in general?
You can compare Europe quite good with the US, with the United States, because if you look at our countries, they are not bigger than a state here. For example, Germany is not bigger than California or Florida. And so compare the German fleet with the Florida fleet or with the Californian fleet. And there we have quite strong numbers of boats in Italy, with I think 70 boats racing. In the German area we are around 40 boats racing. And then the French class is strong. We have a little bit of problem in Scandinavia, especially in Sweden. Again in Norway, they are a very good success for the boat, increasing area for 10 numbers. And
we've seen the Norway guys. They, you know, some of the Norway Melgus sailors are on Sailing Anarchy quite a bit. They use it to try and drum up support for their class, and they seem very into it. But the Norway fleet is real good. What do you think the conflict is in Sweden? Why is it that you can't get traction there?
We had the Worlds 2004 in Sweden, and a lot of Swedish good sailors entered the class, and they had no success in the event. And then they dropped the boats off, and now go back to called H-boat and Dragon class, which is a little more traditional, and you need not so much training like in the Melgus class.
What about England? I think we've all sort of watched the English fleet, which was very strong for a while, diminish. What's going on with the British Melgus 24 class?
The English 24 class is really a strange matter, because they are heavily racing but not at home. A lot of the English boats never see the UK. They are located in Italy, doing the Volvo circuit there, doing 5 to 10 races in Italy, but none in the UK. But they have now a new class management since a few weeks, and I'm sure they will have good success now. Who's
managing the class in Britain now?
In Britain it's now Eamon O'Neill, I think well known even in the US. And they have a new Stuart Middleton, which is secretary. The treasurer is still Simon Henning.
And what are they going to do to reinvigorate the class in England?
I think they build now fleets like it's done here in the US. Torquay is quite strong. The Channel Islands, Jersey is a good fleet, and now they look around to attract people, coming from the SP3 laser, for example, which is a strong competition in the UK because it's a laser performance they are done there. So they have to start a little bit from the scratch now.
So will you be sailing at the Worlds in Sardinia?
For sure.
What do you
It
think?
will be our main event this year.
How do you think that's going to go?
They expect 120 to 130 boats.
Wow.
So again, 4 fleet racing, and our big aim is to hit the silver fleet, to hit the gold fleet, even if we are in the end. That would be a big success for us.
Well, we certainly wish you luck. We hope that you bring your German class members to Sailing Anarchy. Use it the way we do to help grow your fleet.
Yeah.
It's a great way to communicate. We got a lot of sport boat sailors on the site, and a lot of Melga sailors on the site. So I'll give you some links, and you can check out what we're up to, and hopefully we'll get some of you guys on board. And you know, good luck with getting England back going, and we will certainly try and get to Sardinia and race against you.
Yeah, it would be a pleasure to meet you there.
All right.
Many thanks for this nice day.
Sounds good. Thanks, man.